Imagine a small, trembling dog abandoned on the streets with no place to go. His fur is matted, his ribs visible, and his eyes filled with fear. He's picked up by animal control and taken to a shelter, hoping for a second chance, but due to overcrowding, there's no room for him in a safe space. The shelter is full and he's at risk of being put down because there simply aren't enough resources. This isn't a rare occurrence. In fact, millions of animals like him face the same fate every year. This is the harsh reality faced by millions of animals in shelters today. Overpopulation and cruelty continue to be significant problems that we as a society can help solve. Millions of animals in shelters suffer from neglect, abuse, and overcrowding, leading to unnecessary deaths and immense suffering. According to the Humane Society, in the United States alone, nearly 3.1 million dogs and 3.2 million cats enter animal shelters every year. Due to overcrowding, only about 50% of them are adopted or rescued, while the rest face euthanasia due to a lack of space and resources. The overpopulation crisis not only results in the suffering of animals, but also strains shelter resources, leading to a lack of funding, space, and personnel. This crisis is further compounded by the issue of animal cruelty, where animals are intentionally harmed, abandoned, or neglected, exacerbating their chances of being placed in overcrowded shelters. According to the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, the ASPCA, approximately 1.5 million shelter animals are euthanized every year in the U.S. alone. Dr. Jennifer Garrison, an animal rights expert, explains shelter overcrowding is one of the leading causes of euthanasia, as shelters simply don't have the capacity to care for the influx of animals, many of whom are suffering from neglect and abuse. This problem is directly related to all of us. As pet owners, members of our community, and taxpayers, we all contribute to the issue. Overpopulation in shelters can be mitigated if we support programs that advocate for responsible pet ownership, encourage adoptions, and address the root causes of animal cruelty. My recommendation is to support your local animal shelters by volunteering or donating to help reduce the harm and suffering caused by shelter overpopulation. Volunteering at or donating to animal shelters can directly help alleviate the overcrowding issue, providing resources for better care and helping more animals find homes. Volunteering may involve spending time walking dogs, assisting with adoptions, or helping with administrative tasks. Donating money can help shelters pay for medical treatment, food, and other necessary supplies for animals as well. Simply contact your local animal shelter or check their website for volunteer opportunities. Donations can be made directly on shelter websites or through donation drives. Many shelters have found success through volunteers and donations, which help reduce euthanasia rates and improve the quality of care for animals. Shelters with strong volunteer networks and consistent donations are able to significantly reduce these numbers. The Best Friends Animal Society in Utah has reduced euthanasia rates by 90% through volunteer programs and donations. Their website shares that in 2019, they helped over 19,000 animals find homes and cared for tens of thousands more through their extensive network of volunteers and donors. Experts like Dr. Julie Levy, a shelter medicine specialist at the University of Florida, agree that community involvement through volunteering and donations is key to reducing overpopulation and improving shelter conditions. According to a study by the ASPCA, shelters with active volunteer programs see a 30% increase in the number of animals adopted. Overcrowded animal shelters result in unnecessary euthanasia and suffering for millions of animals each year. By volunteering at or donating to local shelters, we can reduce this harm and help these animals find the loving homes they deserve. If I were speaking to you in person, I would hand out a flyer with local shelter information, volunteer opportunities, and donation links. This flyer would also include statistics about how volunteers and donations make a direct impact on reducing euthanasia rates. Imagine the life of one animal you love. Now think about how many lives you could change if we all took one small step to help. Your time, your donations, your love, it all counts. Let's not wait for another life to be lost. Together we can save lives.